Hola a todos, bienvenidos a Genshin en vivo. En el día de hoy vamos a hacer la quest del señor Garcia, que por fin salió. Y vamos a... por acá. Ya no tenemos que hacer semanales, entonces creo que vamos a hacer el teatro. Y ya hicimos la misión, bueno, vamos a seguir haciendo la misión principal, pero bueno, prefiero hacer el teatro. A ver cómo nos va. Acá que hagamos esto, no importa, que ya está 10.000, no me deja hacer más. Y vamos a hacer señor García, que por fin salió.
Skyward! Scatter!
Listo. Por fin avanzamos. Este hermano no encaja en el resto de sus misiones, son demasiado grandes. Andrés, pequeña, demasiado grande. Este pasamos a quedar sin minerales. Es cierto que te entregaron todos nuestros fondos. ¿Por qué discuten? Te cayó me pidió que fabricara un montón de tubos de unas específicas distintas. El problema es que al fabricar tantos componentes agotaba casi todos los pedazos de hierro que tenía. Sí, dice que no son suficientes, necesito más engranajes. Sí, primero explicar un poquito para llegar al rendimiento. ¿De qué va todo esto? Que no sabe que no me explique el señor Anka. Y creo que podemos poner los mismos pasos de hierro para nosotros. Bueno, no está haciendo nada, pero... no estamos con la voluntad, pues ya que hemos visto intentando solucionar en este preciso momento. ¿Tienes alguna consejo que experiencias directas, señor Garcia? En esa parte, son preguntas funcionantes de esa máquina. Antes de conseguir esos pedazos de hierro, te lo ruego. Vamos a conseguir los pedazos de hierro. Sí, toma. Vamos a seguir haciendo estos engranajes. Pero esto no tenemos que pagar una máquina contable. De los pedazos de hierro, ¿verdad? Pongo a trabajar, no me moleste más. Cuando nos digo que para comprarse que no tenemos nada que hacer un lado. Que se haga resultado todo tu problema. Mucha suerte que no me queda. Muchas gracias por su cuando nos dejen. Aunque voy a mantener que tú no eres pesimista. Gracias, señor, que no ingeniera mecánica. Hay que darme un creo que para crear una máquina sí falta mucho más que hacer. Listo, voy avanzando en esta misión por fin. Después creo que tocar los planos y luego ya... los planos y otra cosa y ya por fin termino esta misión.
These parts are safe for sure.
Dun, dun.
Skyward! Scatter!
Porque estoy haciendo las diarias, a pesar de que no sirve porque me dan un protogemas. Esto que hacerles.
Strike a pose! Coming at ya! Attack!
Make way for the attack!
Ah! Ha! Ha ha! Ah! Cha! Ah! Coming at ya!
Ready. Shoo.
Tum. Y... acá terminé. Tan, tan, las 4. Vamos a hacer la misión del arconte. Pero ya dijimos que vamos a hacer esto. Entonces vamos a quemar. Vamos a sacar estas, vamos a quemarlas. Las 4 de una vez. Y comer. Esto acá. Acá. Esto acá. Listo.
Shower me with praise! Let my name echo in song! Coming at ya!
Loaded. Angle lift. Shoot on sight.
Watch out! Fire! Well,
Yeah. Scatter. Stray clouds converge.
ah! Ha! Ah!
Faltan 2, 3 más.
Coming at ya! Watch out!
Skyward. Ready. Time to testify.
Attack! Let the world collide! Hey there! Ow! Watch out!
Dos más.
Shower me with praise! Coming at ya!
Seize the skies. Hunt them down. Loaded.
A proper send-off from the Stina with love. Ah! Strike a pose! Time to shine! Hey there! Cha! Ha! Hey there!
Y
rulers. Shoot on sight. Make way for the...
Attack! That's the way. Watch out!
Ready.
Coming at ya!
¡Tarán! Así ya tengo todo. ¿Cacería en curso? Bueno, matemos este hecho.
Hunt them down.
Let the world collide! A proper send-off from the
Skyward! Scatter! Into the shadows. Stray cloud converge!
coming at ya!
No sé qué, entonces ahora sí ya podemos hacer descargos.
Ad Astra. Thank you for Ad Astra.
Listo, ahora nos preparamos para los semanales de mañana, entonces vamos a la relajatetera.
Yeah! Skyward!
Acá tengo 75. Vamos a ver. 100, 398, 100. Casi. Listo.
Yeah! Scatter!
This realm is
Ay, Kiki, por fin, ya quedó. Ahora sí. Bueno, primero hagamos actividad de la otra vez.
if you ever
¿Dónde está Kiki? Kiki. Y ahora juntos el Kiki. fin ya lo tengo. Entonces... ¿Pero es este? No, es este, no es. El residente de las nubes es este. Y... guardar. Listo, entonces vamos. Vamos a residente de las nubes acá. Y acá puedo invitar Kiki Changes. Estamos un montón de gente. Vamos a invitar gente acá a la laja.
Oh, what a quiet and tranquil spot. And it's modeled after a human village. A perfect place to sit and meditate. How did you... Clearly, you somehow found out that one has been tinkering away with one's mechanisms and getting no sleep during the nights. This realm offers pleasing scenery, a state of quietude, and excellent amenities. Very suitable for those who wish to study the art of mechanics in peace. Were you perchance inspired by one's own abode? Oh, most appealing. One does have a formidable aptitude for conversation. However, one is currently preoccupied with a technical conundrum of great importance. We may need to postpone any idle colloquy for later. One once developed a supreme housekeeping machine to perform domestic chores such as sweeping and tidying. To enhance its functionality, one added a sound response module so that it could be operated with voice commands. However, the module is flawed. For instance, if one is too far away from the machine, it cannot detect the audio signal, and thus cannot be remotely operated. Do you have any suggestions on how to resolve this problem? A viable solution, technically speaking, although a little inelegant. However, yes, your suggestion has pointed out towards yet another solution. One simply needs to fashion a sound amplification machine. With just a little adeptal energy, such a device could amplify sounds from hundreds of miles away, then pass the relevant commands to other audio-activated mechanisms. One shall have full command over one's contraptions, without the need to move a muscle. Glorious. Very well. We may consider this conundrum resolved. Now back to our conversation. When you said that you wanted to have a chat, did you mean that you would like for one to tell you a story? No, not some. All of one's stories should qualify as cool. Nevertheless, one ought to refrain from sharing certain stories with you until having sought permission from some old friends. The girls, whom you already know quite well, for instance, to utter but a word about their childhoods is to hazard their faces scrunching up, as if they had bitten into a sour lemon. Truly, one is most at ease when speaking with you. Still, you have spoken little of the things you and Paimon have experienced in the past. The ruse is quite unnecessary. If there are things you do not wish to speak of, so be it. One shall inquire no further. Go. We may pick up this conversation again when you feel more comfortable telling your story. Whatever you share, one vows to never tell a soul. This realm offers pleasing... Were you perchance... No. In fact, nothing in particular. Mortals are wont to rush from one endeavor to the next, but this is because their lifespan is short. They fear being left behind by their peers if they waste but a little of the time they have. One has never felt that kind of distress. By nature, Adepti are not part of the human world. For us, centuries can pass by in a flash, not to mention that one prefers to focus single-mindedly on the study of mechanisms, and tends not to be distracted by worldly attachments. Except perhaps... Yes. The exception would be one's disciples. One cares for them as if they were one's own children. Now that is another of one's areas of expertise. Very well. In that case, allow one to share with you some rather novel means of relaxation. There is, indeed. One has quite the compilation of methods right here. Behold. Play mahjong with strangers, go to Mount Hulao to knock on some amber. Whenever one feels a need of relaxation, one simply draws at random from this collection. And what, pray tell, is wrong with a little oddity? In service of relaxation and fun. And of course, if you have other suggestions on novel ways to relax, one is all ears. There is certainly merit to simply letting the mind wander freely. In idleness, we often find sparks of inspiration that might otherwise go unnoticed. Still, one is at something of a loss regarding where to best partake in such an activity within this teapot. You can change the scenery here at will to suit your mood, correct? Then perhaps, could you craft a likeness of Dreyun Karst? No, on second thought. Save yourself the trouble. Let us pay a visit to the real Dreyun Karst. Would you care to soar the skies by one side? One could easily make that happen with one's mastery over wind and cloud. Then it is decided. One just needs a moment to make a plan and retrieve a mechanism or two, and then we shall be on our way.
Aquí quédate también, era aquí. ¿Y dónde quiero? Acá estás.
My notebook doesn't say anything about this place, but it's very quiet. I like it. Can I come here often? I wrote it in my notebook. Thank you. Hello. Oh, it's you. I remember you. Chat? Chat. That would be nice. Chatting with you would be great. But I'll forget. I'll forget everything we said. I'll forget what your voice sounded like. And the happy feeling. I'll forget that too. Oh, really? I suppose that if I was sad now, you would be sad too. Okay. Chi-Chi wants to smile. Oh, it's because you're here. Hello, I want to get a pet finch. Then we can look after it here together. If you find some seeds, I can feed it. We can build a nest so the wind and rain won't disturb it. will take it on walks during the daytime, and it can stretch with me before bedtime. Yes, I will be a good role model. I'll protect it. And you too.
Vamos a ir a protegerlos los dos.
You, Chi-Chi, and a nice little finch. Ah, that would be quite nice.
Ya, sí, ya.
Oh, living a peaceful life in the countryside for years on end sounds suffocating. I'll use my rock and roll to bring them a new experience and stir up some long-lost enthusiasm. No time to waste. Come on, help me set a stage up. Oh, hey, need some music? I'm in tip-top shape. Want to try out the lyre? You've seen and heard so many of my shows. If you're interested and want to give it a fair go, well, I can teach you step by step. Oh, don't sweat it. You got me helping you. I'll pay attention to every method and every step. Although, this is my first time acting as a teacher. Well, at least for me, rock and roll is something as important as life itself. If I could perform rock and roll with you, that'd be twice as... No, the best thing in the world. Of course, I know that our music tastes won't be the same. The rock and roll I'm thinking of here isn't limited to the music itself. If there's a part of you that's unwilling, I definitely won't force you. Aww. Well, then I gotta live up to your faith in me and be a good teacher. Here, this is my lyre. Now get ready to train hard, 'cause I'm about to turn up the heat.
Yo, genau.
Wow, this place is so neat and tidy. It's basically perfect. There's nothing for me to do here at all. In which case, let's play instead. I'll get Uruguay to hide somewhere and you try to find it. I play this game with my friends a lot. Oh, goody, you're here. Do you need help with anything? Have you been doing well lately? Oh, come on, tell me all about it. Sure, I love chatting. It's always fun, no matter who I'm talking to. Well, such as cranes. I encountered a very beautiful crane once while washing radishes by a brook. It had many colorful feathers. It was so pretty to look at. I called out to it, and to my surprise, the crane could speak. Well, let me give you some hints. We really hit it off,
And then we shared the shredded radish salad that I made. She also told me a lot of interesting stories. Eventually, she declared that we had been fated to meet and gave me Uruguay. She made it using her very own mechanical arts, you know.
Pues entonces lo pasaremos.
Bingo! Congratulations! You guessed it! Adeptus Arts, Mechanics. I'm really amazed by her many powerful and practical skills. Oh, let's go talk to her together sometime, shall we? Oh, goody! Do you need help with any... Are you interested in finches? I think they sing very beautifully. And I can sing too, by the way.
¿En serio?
Yeah. In the past, while my parents busied themselves planting herbs, I would often run off into the hills and forests to play. And there was one time I encountered a large finch teaching a smaller finch how to sing. The big finch would sing a line, the small finch would follow along, and so would I. Isn't it? This is what they call, finding joy in the little things. And I want to share this little bit of joy with you. Don't worry, it's way easier than learning to use a spear. Oh, don't worry. Master taught me this thing called, understanding by analogy. I want you to see this as just us having some fun, not studying a difficult class or anything. So, let's do it like this. I'll sing a line, and you'll follow after me. Don't sweat the other stuff. I'll make the arrangements.
Ya me falta octavo hielo.
I much prefer tranquil places like this to the constant clamor of the city. It's somewhere that I can be myself, no distractions. A life of freedom, leisure, and relative privacy. It seems this appeals to you, too. Welcome home. It's great to have you back. I heard that I should say these sorts of things whenever family returns home. Good night. Have a nice rest. If you find yourself tossing and turning, I have some herbs to calm the spirit and help you sleep. Just let me know if you need them. Even if it's late, I promise it won't be trouble for me at all. So please don't hesitate.
¿Quién que se enamoró? Ahora vamos por Uta. Falta hielo, básicamente.
The atmosphere in the village is great. I've gotten some poetic inspiration just walking around. Ooh, do you think we'll see anything interesting after nightfall? Like a statue coming to life, or an eerie fire underwater? You'll join me, right? Hey, why'd you come find me out of the blue? Miss me? You have mountains and bodies of water, food and fun and everything to like. Besides, you're so kind to me. I really do love it here. Oh, really? Come, lend me your ear so I can tell you a secret. Truthfully, I feel the same way.
Hey, why'd you come find me? Oh, perfect timing. I was just looking for someone to talk to when you appeared. You don't have telepathy, do you? No one's as considerate and kind as you are. So, what do you want to talk about? How can words suffice? In this world, seeing is believing. If you have the courage, you can come with me on a stroll in the mountains one night to see for yourself. Is your heart pounding? Wanna go? Then it's settled. Hey, why'd you come find? Something I want to do. I already do what I want every day. So today, I won't tend to any of that other nonsense. I'll just hang out here. Your place has mountains and bodies of water, food and fun, and I get to hang out with you. How wonderful. Well, it's not just the place, silly. I mean, lots of places have courtyards and pavilions. Why would I like the place of all things? Let's see. What else is there to like? Well, of course, it's... Guess! That look on your face. I'll stop teasing you. I like hanging out with you. And the fact that you're here with me proves that you like hanging out with me, too. No matter what you say, I'm staying here today and no one can drag me away. We have such a good relationship, so surely you won't mind.
Ahora falta hielo.
This house is similar to a place in southwest Mainline that I lived in for a while. Mainline. Now that was a smooth operation. Thinking back on it puts me in a good mood. I should go back and give that place a spring clean sometime. Never know when it might prove useful again. Oh, look who it is. To what do I owe the honor? Or did you just need my help? Not bad. The courtyard furnishings are very nice, and the scenery in the distance is really one of a kind. So yeah, I think I'm gonna enjoy my time off here. In my own home, of course. My home's located some way outside of the city, in a very quiet and peaceful area. Judging by the look on your face, I'm guessing you've fallen for the rumors about me being very wealthy and having high demands for my standards of living. Seeing isn't always believing, and if you can't trust your eyes, you certainly can't trust rumors. Bingo. I think you got it. Seems like you're learning. If you live far enough out in the sticks, you have plenty of legitimate reasons to ditch work. The mountain path was blocked, or you ran into some treasure hoarders en route. Not to mention that if you live in a packed and bustling city, it's much easier for people to trace your steps. This creates all kinds of issues, and gets in the way of my ability to track my targets. That said, since I'm free to come and go as I please here, it would be a terrible waste for me to not use it as a backup base. You wouldn't mind that, would you? Oh, to what do I owe the honor? I would be delighted. We should make some tea, too. Sipping tea, chatting, just enjoying the time off. It's a great way to recharge. Hey, you're friendly with Raincomer, aren't you? I hear she's a tea drinker, too. Why don't you treat me to some choice tea from her personal collection? I'm just pulling your leg. She let me try some of her tea already, and we had a lovely chat. The key to making sure a conversation goes well is choosing the right topic. For chatting with you, let's go with tracking techniques, ambush essentials, expanding your network of contacts, and setting up lookouts.
Métete inclusión.
Well, if you were just looking to shoot the breeze with me, I can get on board with that too. You know me, role-playing's one of my biggest strengths. Seriously though, I think the topics I mentioned are the ones really worth sharing with you. The things I've learned come from a mix of secret techniques taught by the Millilith Scouts, real-life cases of competition in the business world, and the experience of various overseas organizations. For someone like you, this knowledge is going to come in handy sooner or later. Once you've mastered it, you'll be able to avoid being pushed around by those in the know. Anyway, just remember to come to me if you ever want to improve in these areas. I'll teach you everything I know. Oh, to what do I owe the... Isn't this your time off? You should do something that isn't too mentally taxing. Oh, I have some dice in my pocket. Why don't we have a little fun? I'll roll the dice, and the score decides who confesses.
¿Qué fue eso?
If I roll a 1, 3, or 5, you have to confess. You have to tell me a secret that no one else can ever be allowed to know. If it's a 2, 4, or 6, then I'll be the one who has to reveal an important secret to you. What do you say?
Pasa un poco arriesgado.
In other words, you still have some reservations towards me. But the good news is, you passed the test. The fact that you'll keep some cards close to your chest, even in front of a major ally, actually makes me more confident in you. Maybe you'll make a successful intelligence agent yourself one day. I'm excited to go up against you.
Listo, y ahora. Este la acabamos de pasar. Sí. Este falta un montón de cosas. También faltan cosas. A ver, termina revitalizante. Estoy sacando. Sí, te la puedo poner acá.
I haven't seen such a fine hot spring since before I left Inazuma. I've missed this. I got into the habit of taking a dip every day after work back when I still lived there. It's something I still enjoy. Although in Fontaine, I'm limited to the humble bathtub in my home. I'm gonna go ahead and jump in. Is there anywhere to put my clothes? Or shall I just fold them up and leave them on the ground?
Listo. Y para ganar más puntos, entonces pongamos a cualquiera. Un punto exterior que esté libre. Ahí, por acá miramos a ver si hay uno que esté listo. Y esta podría ser. Ay, espera. Pasé puntitos.
You're here. I sort of assumed that you didn't make it home very often. So, how are the travels going? Anything exciting happen lately?
Your stories might be just the inspiration I need. It's pretty good. Pleasant scenery, calm atmosphere, good place to rest and rejuvenate your body and mind. Sometimes, when I get sick of being in the court of Fontaine, I get a strong urge to head off somewhere else for a while and get a change of scenery. Somewhere without unruly customers or tabloids spreading lies. Yeah, loads. It was a long journey for me to zoom into Fontaine after all. The wines and ballads of Mondstadt, the prosperous commercial hub that's Liyue Harbor, the bustling Grand Bazaar and the never-ending desert in Sumeru. I've seen it all. One thing I'd like to do was head to the liveliest spot in town, find a seat, and just sit there people-watching all day. I wanted to get a sense of the local atmosphere, see the clothes people wore, imagine what kind of lives they lived. I sometimes feel like, to this day, most of the inspiration for my designs still comes from the things I saw back then on my travels. You, of all people, probably get what I'm talking about. Look at me. Chat about anything for long enough and I'll always find a way to make it about work. I guess it's a deeply ingrained habit of mine. I'm always on the lookout for inspiration, and every aspect of daily life is a potential source. Anyway, basically, I love traveling. Maybe one day our travel plans will overlap, and we'll bump into each other somewhere out there. Oh, you're here, so? This one is for the books. A lot of people avoid chatting with me whenever they can help it because they don't like what I have to say. The truth is, I just prefer it when people can cut to the chase and be straight with one another. The amount of effort some people put into beating around the bush and being diplomatic, it'd be so much quicker to just hash it out and be done with it. What about you? What's your preferred communication style? Excellent. That'll save us a lot of trouble. I remember one time when I saw a customer hesitating between two different colored outfits. I told her that she should pick the cream-colored one, since it went well with her hair and also accentuated her figure. She turned her nose up at that and said that the stains would show up more on the cream one than the gray one. So, I said, sure thing. If you're set on the gray one, I can make some adjustments so it'll look more stylish. But she didn't like that idea either, and she started saying that maybe the gray was a bit too dull. We went back and forth like that for a whole afternoon. In the end, she picked a red one. I mean, I do understand where she was coming from. Her concerns were valid, it's just... people like that, they need to learn to prioritize between criteria when they're making a decision. If you want something that goes with your figure, pick the cream. If you want to get away with a few smudges and stains, pick the gray. But if what you really want is to stand out from the crowd so your crush will spot you as soon as you arrive at the party, then for goodness sake, just tell me that as soon as you walk through my door. I'm getting all worked up just thinking about it. I need a moment to calm down. You're right. She was hesitant about telling me. But if she'd just been direct with me, we could have saved so much time. And then I would have been able to do a better job of tailoring her outfit to suit her needs. Things like that happen all the time. It makes me all the more determined to never beat around the bush and always be upfront and direct. Sure, it might not have been the smartest approach, but for me at least, it's definitely the most efficient. All this is to say that I will never hide my true thoughts and feelings from you, and I'd like it if you could do the same for me. Of course, if you ever find yourself compelled to say something like, Julia Boutique's outfits are hideous, then I'd hope you at least follow it up with some sort of reasoned argument that I can consider. You don't seem like the type of person who'd say something just to be provocative. Unless, I don't know, you secretly enjoy the feeling of being thrown out my front door or something.
Así. Quemando la relajatetera.
Skyward! Scatter!
The one before. Ah.
Nada. Así puedo hacer.
Skyward!
Ups.
This realm is
Así puedo dejar las creaciones. Necesito encontrar una tabla en el árbol. Bueno, entonces eso. Pero así en el ups, ¿qué era? Malvavisco. No era malvavisco.
if you ever
Y dije que vamos a hacer teatro, pero terminamos otras cosas como siempre. Tenemos el nuevo que está por acá. Aquí. Así iniciamos el teatro como por iniciarlo. Que digan que estoy mintiendo. Solo si se puede estar conmigo. Regresemos. Y entremos. Solo por entrar. No tengo. Sí, ya todo. Bueno, entonces arranquemos. Nos dan 15 días o bien. Fuego, agua y verde. Entonces equipo apoyo. Entonces es fuego, agua y verde. Entonces si todos los eléctricos eléctricos, estoy listo. Afirmar equipo. Apoyo. Historial de actualizaciones. recompensas. Y para apoyo. Ya está todo. Ajuste de equipo. Siguiente. Toca subir la espada del lobo. Ah, esta sí la necesito. Entonces, antes de que me meta a hacerlo, tengo que subir la espada del lobo. Bueno, vamos a ver cómo. Dejémoslo acá. Entonces, mañana arrancamos esto. Bueno, mañana hacemos semanales y arrancamos una. Gracias por todos por vernos. Nos vemos mañana.